Okay, let's make a cool story map out of this oil sands activity. So right now we're in what we call the web map. We want to switch that over. Click on home. And then we've got this little grid up in the corner here. This gives us all the other cool little programs that Esri has. And we'll go down to story maps. Now, the first time you click on this, if you've never created a story map before, it's going to give you a slightly different looking screen. I've got lots in here. Anyway, you want to click on a new story and you're going to start from scratch. So let's give it a really creative name like Oil Sands of Canada. Whoops. Grade 9 Geography. All right, so what we want to do is we want to create this thing called a sidecar. And the sidecar is great because it has what we call a main stage where the big picture and the map or the video goes. And then we have the side stage, which has got all the written stuff. So we're going to click on the plus, go down here to the sidecar. I don't care which one you take, either one, whatever works for you. And voila, now we're in here. So you can see it says add media. So this is the main stage and we want to click on that map that we made. So it's probably the last thing that you made. So you just go in, you click on it, and we can turn on and off layers. So if the first thing we want to do is highlight where this place is, let's start off by talking about whereabouts it is in Canada. So I'm going to turn on the oil wells and I'm going to turn off all the other layers. I'm going to zoom in so that you can clearly see all the mining that's going on. And oops, and we're going to click on place map. All right, so we can make this a little nicer. Instead of being paragraph, we'll give it a subheading, and then what we'll do is we'll just hit enter, and now we can write in our description in here. All right, so I'll write your description. You can create another slide if you want, and in this one, you could switch up your map, same one, but this time you're going to show what landform region it's in. So, whoops. You have to zoom in, otherwise the mines don't appear. So bingo, there we are. Look at that, how cool. And you can do another one if you wanted, which would be on the treaty areas that are covered by this. All right, so that's describing the location. So once we've done that, it will automatically save for you. So you don't have to click on any save buttons up here. You'll notice it says up here that it's saved. So let's go back and take a look at our instructions. So it says on the main stage, we want to add the map, put on whichever ones that we want to work with. That's great. And here we go. So let's step over to why there. So we want to find a diagram showing how oil is formed. So I go to oil is formed, or how. And I'm going to go find an image. I'm just going to randomly roll down here. I'm going to pick this one. I'm not saying it's any good, but I'm going to right click on it and open the image in a new tab. There it is. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this image. I'm not saying it's a good one, but you see how it says web file? It's not going to work. All right. It's got to be JPEG or PNG. So I got to find another one. I don't know. Let's see about this one. Open the image in a new tab. Let's try and save it. Save image as, and see how it says PNG. Bingo. That's a good one. So oil diagram. So now what we want to do is go back to our slide, show, or sorry, our story map. And we're just going to hit this little plus button here. And this one, we're going to add an image instead of a map. So I can just drag this onto here and drop it. What it's going to do is it's going to stretch it out. Sometimes it looks okay stretched out like that, but if it looks horrible and you can't really see it, you're going to want to switch this to fit do not crop. Once you do that, it's going to make it a little bit smaller. In here, you're going to describe very briefly what's on the diagram. All right. So this allows us to add new slides to our sidecar. If we click on this, it'll allow me to delete individual slides. I can shift the order by moving them around like this, but be careful if you click on delete, delete sidecar somewhere in here, the whole thing disappears, which is not what you want to do. And there's no going back. Okay.